Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living. I emphasize spiritual living. Here in Delaware, I'm Deb Chamberlain. We're so glad you're here this morning. We all need to be connected and filling each other up with support and love and caring and kindness. So thank you for joining us, whether you're home or you're here with us. We welcome you. Hi, how are you, my friend? Good morning, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living. We are live here in Wilmington, Delaware. If you're at home with us, thank you for being with us this morning. We're so glad you're here. We all really need each other, especially today. And I would love to bring up our beautiful singing voices as we welcome everyone here with The Presence is Here.
So Megan, I have 22.
21.
19.
19.
And 20.
19 and 20.
Let's move up here because we're all back behind it.
The presence is here. The presence is here. Love and spirit prevail on each face. The presence is here. Amen. The presence is here. I will meet you in grace. The presence is here. The presence is here. Love and spirit prevail on each face. The presence is here. Amen. The presence is here. I will meet you in grace. The presence is here. The presence is here. Love and spirit prevail on each face. The presence is here. Amen. The presence is here. I will meet you in grace. I will meet you in grace. Beautiful. I would love to welcome Reverend Kathleen Johnson.
Good morning. I'm Reverend Dr. Kathleen Johnson. I'm the spiritual director here at Center for Spiritual Living Delaware, and I welcome you. So lovely to see all of you here today, and how important it is that we continue to gather, no matter what the appearances are that are going on in the world, and continuing to hold the high watch for our fellow humans. I wanted to, before we even do our centering and so on, I want to personally thank Monica for what she's done in terms of finding us these screens that are so much lighter and easier, modern. And then also, I understand she used all of her magical skills to clean out all of the stains in our tablecloths. These things matter. I know, that's a huge demonstration when you think things are permanent and then it just shows you, you know? She used her mystical, magical skills. I know now she's going to get everybody's laundry. Okay, so let's go within, my friends. And I'm also welcoming all of you who are joining us on YouTube today too, our online community. Let's stand in our creative power, stand in our divinity today, and let's bring forth. Thank you for standing. I appreciate that. And let's bring forth from within us the quality that we choose to see, not only in our lives, because remember, it always begins within. The quality that we would like to experience ourselves and express and bless the world with. So turning within, listening, dropping into your heart, breathing, listening deeply. What is mine to bring forth today on this planet? Realizing we're interconnected, creative, powerful beings. And then let's get into superhero position. So it's this, whatever, get into that strongest sense of your divinity that you possibly can in this moment. And then on the count of 3, just say, I'm here to be, and then fill it in with a divine quality. I am here to, let's start again. 1, 2, 3. I am here to be peace. Okay. Take a moment. Listen, feel, sense, and then bring that energy with you into this room and into this day. So have a seat, my friends. Thank you. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, I'd like to invite now Dean to offer us a powerful form of prayer that we teach here and that we practice, spiritual mind treatment, affirmative prayer.
In this moment, just remembering that moment of physically standing, that energy still exists. That energy existed before we were on our feet. That energy still exists as we sit in our chairs. The energy of love, the energy of peace, the energy of clarity, the energy of wisdom, the energy of beloved community. That vibration of love and peace and joy that is ever present, that vibration of life and creativity and peace, I call God. That somethingness that is unfolding infinitely, transcending even the idea of place and time. And in this moment, I choose to understand, I choose to believe, I choose to know with great sense of upliftment that I am one and an expression of, an individualized expression of this beingness of God. And this is true for every being everywhere. That is, every being everywhere has the ability to express this love, this life, this creativity, this peace, this joy, this power, this clarity of being, this brotherhood, this sisterhood, this beloved community of this world. And so I speak this word most particularly for this beloved community sitting right here and listening and watching, knowing that we are blessed in the Center for Spiritual Living Delaware experience. That experience of love, do you feel it? That experience of life, can you express it? That experience of peace, can you know it? For prayer makes a difference. Prayer impressed upon this universe makes a difference. And as we know this truth, individually and together, this idea of clarity and peace and joy and Center for Spiritual Living Delaware and magnificence is here now expressed, especially in all of the people here, the service being done here, and for our beloved Reverend Dr. Kathleen Johnson and the message that comes from her heart. I know that this time is blessed. I simply know that good is here and now unfolding everywhere. Yes, everywhere. And I'm grateful for this knowing. I'm grateful for this prayer. I'm grateful for this beloved community. And I release this word into that law, which responds in the highest and best good for everyone, always, as we focus on it and know this truth. And so it is, and together, vibrantly, we get to say, yes, and so it is. Amen. Michelle.
Hey, Mom, you might need to go this way.
Huh? This way. Okay. I also want to acknowledge, I did send out an email and let people know, but I also want to acknowledge, and we'll have a huge celebration next week. I'd like to acknowledge that Dr. Ami Shah passed her orals and her finals, and she is now officially a licensed professional practitioner. And so everybody come next week. We have a special installation ceremony during the service, and it would be great if you could, we're not going to have like a sit down luncheon or anything, but if you want to bring some food to share, I'm going to ask that we just have a couple tables on the side so we can stand around and share food and connect with each other as well next week. So I'm really looking forward to that celebration, and we're just so grateful for Dr. Ami for your dedication and your commitment and your listening to that inner call. Yeah. Okay, Michelle.
Okay. Is this on?
Yes.
It is?
Yeah.
You can hear it?
Yeah.
Very well? Okay. Doesn't sound that strong to me, but I can hear it now. Thank you, Dean. I'm so grateful that you two decided to move to Delaware. It is 3, but only 2 are here right now. It was actually 4. I was just feeling that when I'm so grateful that they came. For so many reasons. Okay, welcome everyone. Hello, beautiful friends. I'm so happy you're here with us. And my name's Michelle Johnson. And yes, that's the same Johnson as Reverend Kathleen and Dan Johnson and all of that. Today, Bruce Tatum, our wonderful Bruce Tatum, is our host for YouTube. Woo, woo, woo. And if you could see his shirt, it is amazing. It is very colorful. Just a quick reminder to please change your cell phones to airplane mode if you have not already, or turn them off, even better. Just turn them off. What a great idea. And that really supports the quality of our service. So thank you for that. Okay, so let's start with just the affirming of our intention statement for Center for Spiritual Living Delaware. For those who are new, you can just listen and just take it in as to what we're here for, what we're about here at Center for Spiritual Living Delaware. We, the Center for Spiritual Living Delaware, are an inclusive, inspiring, joyful, ever-expanding spiritual community rooted in new thought, ancient wisdom principles. We are here to be the presence of love, co-creating heaven on earth, a world that works for all. That's what we're about. Okay, curious about affirmative prayer, or do you just want to deepen your understanding, discover the transformative power of prayer? In a whole new way, join Science of Mind practitioner, our very own Eugene Holden, for the Demystifying Prayer Workshop. That's going to be next Sunday, June 29th, from 12:30 to 2:30 in the Orange Room at the end of the hall. The suggested love donation is $30. Light snacks will be served, and don't ever let money be something that prevents you from coming. You all are welcome. As well, our wonderful Eugene Holden is also still in, the classes started for spiritual economics, but you can still sign up. So it's not too late. So if you're just been on the fence or just hearing about it, feel free to talk to Reverend Kathleen after the service, and you can find out more about that and what would be needed so you can get the information and join the class. It's a total of 8 classes, and they are on Zoom, so it's recorded, so you can listen to the previous one. Correct? Oh, you don't know if he records it. He did. Okay. Okay. So you can listen to the first class for sure. Okay. Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. on Zoom. So that's it for right now. For details on any of the other CSLDE activities, you can always visit our website, sign up for our e-newsletter, and we can get you connected in. And now back to our beautiful and very colorful Deb.
Thank you, Michelle. So we're going to stand together, if you wish, and sing this song that I wrote, talk about classes, during the Busting Loose class that we had last year. But I've changed the lyrics a little bit for today, so I'll be calling them out. The lyrics I'm doing today are more in line with the topic of today's talk. So you're going to have to listen for the next verse. So I am the way.
Forgiveness to flow. I am the way. I am the way for forgiveness to flow. I am the way. Through my heart, through my mind, through this river of life. I am the way for forgiveness to flow. I am the way. I am the way. Healing. The way for healing to flow. I am the way. I am the way for healing to flow. I am the way. Through my heart, through my mind, through this river of life. I am the way for healing to flow. I am the way. I am the way. The last one is love. I am the way for love to flow. I am the way. I am the way for love to flow. I am the way. Through my heart, through my mind, through this river of life. I am the way for love to flow. I am the way. I am the way. I am the way. I am the way. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Tisha.
Hello. Thank you, Deb. Yeah. You are the way. All right. My name's Tisha. I am your elected reader for today. The theme for 2025 is Rising Higher and Growing Deeper. The theme for June is Living in Color. And I want you to thank me. So your color may be brighter. today's topic, and we're still here together. Reverend Elizabeth Raleigh reminds us of our truth. Your spiritual magnificence is your very essence. It is the place within you that has never been hurt or harmed. It's your highest and best self. Your greatness, brilliance, and opulent splendor. It's the kind and generous, trusting, believing, prosperous, grateful, wise, beneficial presence on this planet that is you. It knows what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and it does it. Brené Brown reminds us that owning our story and loving ourselves through that process is the bravest thing we will ever do. So let us affirm together. I embrace the power of vulnerability and connection. Very nice. And I'd like to welcome Reverend Dr. Kathleen Johnson for our wonderful message today.
Thank you, Tisha. So let's begin at the beginning. All there is one source, one life, one power. So what does that mean? We are that life, that presence, that power in expression, individualized, uniquely individualized. And yet, we're all connected. There's an awareness that has been continuing to rise in human consciousness that all life is connected. So the earth and everything on it, plants, animals, water, oil, soil, air, is bound by an invisible connection, a matrix. Those who have studied and continue to bring forth information from the quantum science, the physics, show us that there's one unified field that binds us all together and supports us in this amazing thing called life, our life support, but also our life expression. So with me, there's an awareness that it's important to stay awake to that. Rumi said, don't go back to sleep. Don't go back to sleep. So it's continually reminding ourselves to stay in connection, in the awareness of connection. And of course, we do that here through spiritual practice. We encourage everyone to take time each day to go into the silence, to pray, to breathe, and to connect to that source within us, that inner wisdom, that sense of the creative power that we have within us to shift things in the direction of peace and love and joy and all good. So this divine matrix and our role in it, our part in it, is something that the great mystics of all time have known and have told us and have expressed in all different traditions, whether it's the indigenous cultures or whether it's Buddhism or Hinduism or even the early Christians. There's been this continuous awareness among the mystics that's been passed down through the generations of this divine matrix that connects all life, this unified field of ultimate reality that is beyond our five senses. You know, our five senses tell us otherwise, that we're all separate. But yet, at this deeper level, we're all connected. And so what we do with our own consciousness and our own minds matters. It makes a difference. So the mystical perspective then, if we practice it, is one about seeing everything as sacred, seeing everything as holy, whether it is our journey to the supermarket our interaction with the cashier, with our coworkers, with our family. Everything is a holy encounter. So when we begin at that place, that idea of our interconnection, of our effect on everyone and everything, then we're standing on solid ground and we're being a beneficial presence on the planet. So with that in mind, I am inviting us to continue to explore this idea of staying awake to our connection, to our holy connection with all life, through being vulnerable. And that may sound like, really? Being vulnerable is going to help me stay connected? Well, you will see. I'm going to take you through that. And also through service. And I think those of us who know the importance of being in service consciousness know how powerful that is in strengthening our connection with the source within and with the source in one another. So connection through vulnerability. Theodore Roosevelt said this was called Man in the Arena. They kind of dubbed it, but it was part of a big speech that he gave. He said, it's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done better. In other words, the person who's looking for what's wrong. That's not the person that counts. The credit belongs to the one who is actually in the arena, daring greatly. Not watching from the sides passively, but in the arena, daring greatly. So one step in practicing connection then is tuning into the divine self and others by willing to be vulnerable. That means to walk in the arena of life with the intention of genuine connection, genuine understanding, particularly if somebody disagrees with us. We have a disagreement. This willingness to be vulnerable, to share our feelings and our thoughts and our story, how we see things, owning our story, which is what Brene Brown was talking about, owning our story, sharing it, and going into the conversation with the intention of not only being understood, but being willing to understand the other person's perspective. So being open and honest, I understand, I get it. It's risky. It's risky to be open and honest. And yet at the same time, if we do it from a grounded place, and we'll be talking a little bit more about that in a minute, then and with our intention on creating understanding and deepening connection, then the energy is different than if we're in it to be right and to prove the other person's wrong. But if we're in it for connection, it has a whole different energy to it. That intention is so powerful. So yes, it's uncomfortable, and yet avoiding challenging conversations keeps us in that state of divisiveness, keeps us in that state of feeling separate from others. So yes, this requires courage. Yes, this requires bravery. And yes, this requires stepping out of our comfort zone in order to deepen our connection and our understanding with others. So this is the part that I think is really important, because powerful healing will take place when we ground in our truth. So let's prepare before difficult conversations with spiritual practice. That means processing our feelings, noticing when the feelings are up, the reactivity is going, and we're just not going to be coming from our best place if we go into the conversation in that place. So we have practices here to process our feelings. I've shared them with you over the past several months of just feeling your feelings fully, breathing into it, and then immediately reminding ourselves of who we are in truth. I am the individualization of the divine. I am the infinite power and presence of God, individualized, creating everything that I experience. We do. We create everything that we experience. It's not that other person that's doing it. So owning that story is really important. Understanding this isn't my story, but I'm reminding myself who I am in truth, and that this experience that I'm having is mine. It's my perspective. So we process our feelings. We use affirmative prayer, which Dean demonstrated so beautifully today, of bringing ourselves back into alignment with who we are, grounded in spiritual truth, aware of the sacredness of all life, the sacredness of myself and the other person I'm speaking to, speaking with, and then taking a few moments in the silence, breathing in and out of the heart. I find that very helpful because it connects mind and heart together, accesses greater wisdom. Today, after hearing the news, I also have this progressive relaxation that I do because I noticed I was in reactivity. So I felt the bottom of my feet, the top of my feet, just slowly, my legs, my torso, my arms, my neck. But I did this very slowly, feeling all those aspects all the way till I get to the crown of my head. And then I breathe. I have this breath that really supports me, even getting it to sleep at night, which is 4, 7, 8, into the count of 4, breathe in, hold to the count of 7, exhale to the count of 8. I've shared this even with people who are not part of our community and who have trouble sleeping, and they come back and say, wow, I did 10 of those cycles and I went right to sleep. So these are ways that we can turn on the relaxation response and get ourselves back into alignment, into an openness to that flow of wisdom within us, so that we can be that beneficial presence in the conversation wherever we go. Another thing that's really helpful is to set a few guidelines. I learned this when I was a school counselor and working with peer mediators. These were 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders that we trained to be peer mediators. And they were amazing once they learned their skills. But these were the guidelines that they gave their 2 disputants. Don't interrupt, no name calling or put downs, listen and be honest, agree to work toward a win-win solution, and keep what is said confidential, and follow through on your agreement. Beautiful. 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders did that so beautifully. I got to witness it. And I would see them out in the hall, sitting cross-legged, the two peer mediators and the 2 disputants, and going through the guidelines, and then carrying out their conversations, coming to agreements. So it's very powerful. So if 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders can do it, we can do it. And then this is a really helpful phrase that Brené Brown offers. And this is a way of being open and honest in the dialogue without blaming the other person. So it begins like this. The story I am telling myself is, do you see how powerful that is? The story I'm telling myself is, and then you can tell the person what you're perceiving, what you're thinking. And then there's an opportunity then to check the accuracy of your story with what's really going on. So as we do that, then can you see what's happening? We are breaking down the walls of divisiveness, breaking down the walls of separation, and coming into a space of mutual understanding. And I love the idea of win-win solution, where everybody walks away and feels like, this is good it's just as good for me as it is for the other person, the thing that we agreed to. So the power of vulnerability to strengthen mutual understanding and connection. So what is the fear or the armor that's keeping us? And I ask myself, what's keeping me out of the arena, out of stepping into the arena of working things out? Is it perfectionism? Is it intellectualizing? Is it cynicism? Is it control? Whatever it is, I think Rumi, again, has a beautiful way of bringing us back by saying, out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. He's talking about a field of consciousness, of connection, the awareness of the divine matrix, a field, and I'll meet you there. I'll meet you there. And that's what we do when we go in with the intention of bridging and connecting instead of being right, proving that we're right and that someone else is wrong. So all life is holy and sacred, even in discussions that are challenging, because it supports us again in that consciousness of wholeness and oneness that we talk about, that awareness of what we can do to be a beneficial presence. All right, connection through service. I have a beautiful story that I ran across. It's a story of Michael Baker. Now, imagine this. Michael Baker, fresh out of high school graduation, walks into the Burger King where he works normally. But, it's his day off, but he walks in to get some burgers for his family. And he notices that his coworkers are really struggling. They're short-staffed. So here he is in a button-down shirt, all of his medals on that he earned because he was an honor student and so on. And he jumps back behind the counter and starts helping them with the fries. And singing and just enjoying himself. Well, one of the mothers of her daughter, her name was Maria Mendoza. Her daughter, Daisy, was also a graduate in the same class as Michael. And she's noticing him. And she was so inspired by his generosity that she took a video of it and put it on TikTok. Pretty soon, over 1 million people tuned into it. She said, you know what? I can support this young man. I can start a GoFundMe. So she started a GoFundMe for Michael and earned almost $200,000, or, people started sending in money. I mean, think about what that is. A generous, spontaneous moment of service by Michael. And what happened after that? It inspired Maria. Maria went into service on the part of Michael and started a GoFundMe. And then a whole bunch of other people went into service and provided funds for this young man to start off his new college career, his new college experience. Wow. I mean, isn't that amazing? I love it. One sacred act of love begets another. That's the beautiful thing about being in service. And so there's so many opportunities. It's about keeping our eyes open for them as they show up around us as we move through life. All the opportunities that are available to us are in everyday life. So I'm inviting you this week to just stay open to any type of need where some sort of support is needed, and to step in and listen to your heart. Baha'u'llah, who's the founder of the Baha'i faith, said, "Ye are the fruits of one tree, the leaves of one branch. Deal ye one with another with the utmost love and harmony, with friendliness and fellowship. So powerful is the light of unity that it illumines the whole earth." So let us shine the light of unity through being willing to be vulnerable, to create connection, through being willing to serve, to create connection. And so in doing so, we are making a difference. We are illuminating the whole earth because of our connection with one another. So let's turn within in prayer, giving thanks for this opportunity to deepen into this awareness of the wholeness and the oneness of life. And at the same time, this amazing, blessed diversity of each and every one of us as unique expressions of the one life. Realizing the creative power that we have within us, our ability to make a difference daily in our lives by being willing to have that conversation that's difficult, being willing to be vulnerable and share our perspective, being willing to deepen our connection so that we come from a place of a desire to understand and connect. I know that these beautiful moments and opportunities to connect, to serve, to communicate, to understand are those blessed opportunities to deepen into our awareness of who we truly are as pure spirit. We're having these experiences in a human body, and yet in full awareness that this eternal nature of who we are is here to express our divinity, to express that love, to express that peace, to express that harmony, so that all of us may more fully experience heaven on earth, a world that works for all. So it is with a joyful heart, a grateful heart, that I release this prayer, this word, to the action of divine law, universal law, with a faith and a deep trust that it is fulfilled. Let's accept it together, my friends, with a powerful yes, and so it is. Amen. Thank you.
I have a new song that I wrote on the third day of this year, and it felt like a fever broke in me. Maybe it was that busting loose point, busting loose from the trance. It's called Living Proof. No thing can take away my peace. Some things are not for sale. My faith is stronger than all adversity. Faith is where peace prevails. And I am living proof that all is well. I made it through the depths of hell, and the only story I will tell is of living proof. I am living proof. Through survival, revival is inevitable. One courageous step at a time. What once could not be becomes forgivable. Miracles start in the mind. And I am living proof that all is well.
I made it through the fires of hell, and the only story I will tell is of living proof. I am living proof. When you're walking through hell, when you are walking through hell, keep going, keep going, keep going, oh, and be the living proof that all is well. You'll make it through the depths of hell, and the only story you need to tell is of living proof. Just be the living proof. Be the living proof. Yeah, yeah,
Right. Woo! Yeah. Thank you. Ah, very nice.
Thank you all so much. Thank you, Michelle.
So rebalance myself after that. Let's just take a moment to reflect. Reflect on the blessing of this service, to reflect on the blessing of this space. Reflect on the blessing of our time together, our connections. Reflect on the blessings of our children's program, all of our practitioners, all of the administrators, all those who take the time and the energy to provide us this uplifting experience, this uplifting and supportive community that I know is so foundational for so many of us. So with that recognition, we are grateful for all the ways that you support the community. And one way, one of the many ways, is through tithing. And so ask you to go within and feel within yourself what feels right and good for you as your gift for today. And for those of you who do regular tithing automatically, you can just place your hand on the basket and bless it. And anybody can do this. Just bless the basket. Bless all the money that comes into it and how it unfolds and supports the community, how it grows and multiplies. All of these things are supportive, powerfully supportive of our mission here. So, and for those who would like to sign up for that in the future, of that automatic payment, or just want to pay online, we do have a PayPal button on the website. We do accept checks as well as cash. And then there, you can also set up automatic payments from your bank, or you can ask any of the administrators here, and we can explain how to do that. So let's together read the blessing of our gifts. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies this offering. The Spirit gives abundantly. I receive thankfully and give again generously. This is the bounty of God, and I send it forth with wisdom and joy. Divine love bountifully supplies and increases this offering. I give freely and fearlessly, fulfilling the law of giving and receiving.
I give and I receive. I trust and I believe that everything is one, and all I give is love. I trust and we believe that everything is one, and all we give is love. Yes, everything is one, and all we give is love.
All right. Yes, yes, yes. Prayer works. Please join Dean for the after service prayer circle right in the back corner of the room here. That'll be right after service. Prayer requests can also be placed in our prayer box in the back on the table. And our practitioners pray for you for an entire week. And you can always resubmit the next week as well. So Peggy Freimer is the one who always coordinates that. So you can also email her. And that information to email her is on the website and in the newsletter. And yeah, bookstore. Anybody want to handle bookstore today? All right. So Linda's here. So Linda will handle any bookstore purchases if you have any questions or want to purchase there. And now I'm sending it back to Deb.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Well, the topic of today was we're all still here together. Yes, we are. We're all in this together. Let's stand and sing.
We're all in this together. We're all in this together. Yeah, I love those harmonies. Let's hear some more. We're all in this together. Yeah. We're all in this together. Oh. One heart, life was begun, flowing love to everyone. There is no place outside this love. Life is one for all and all for one, 'cause we're all in this together. Yes, we are. We're all in this together. Oh, yeah, we're all in this together. We're all in this together. Oh, yeah, in the heart of generosity, we can fill every need. 'Cause when I give to you, I give to me. And what we give, we shall receive. 'Cause we're all in this together. Together we stand. We're all in this together. Together we rise. We're all in this together. You see, with one heart, we're all in this together. We're love in our eyes. Every beat of the heart and man returns us to our source again. So together we grow and together we stand and co-create our sacred plan. 'Cause we're all in this together. Together in truth, we're all in this together. Together in trust, we're all in this together. With one heart, we're all in this together. Together in love, we're all in this together. Can you feel it? Oh, feel it. We're all in this together. Yes, we are. We're all in this together. One heart. We're all in this together. Love in our eyes.
Thank you all. Let's have Dwayne. Dwayne coming up. Your turn.
First of all. Oh, rising higher and growing deeper. Good morning, beloved Center for Spiritual Living Delaware family. Today it is my joy and honor to recognize and appreciate one of our shining young lights, Lawson Cooper. Okay. Lawson, at just 14 years old, already knows something that takes many of us a lifetime to figure out. Ooh. I lost my spot. Take us a lifetime to figure out. Okay, when done with heart, it becomes spiritual practice. He begins his journey here with his TT. Virgie and Uncle Bruce brought him to youth ministry. Since then, Lawson has grown into a vital part of our spiritual family. On fifth Sundays, he steps into the role of service reader, a role that has helped him build confidence in public speaking. Some of us adults are still trying to master that courage. And here he is, calmly reading truth into the microphone like a seasoned practitioner. Maybe we should start calling him Reverend Lawson Jr. As our youth ministry teaching assistant on the first, third, and fifth Sundays, Lawson supports lesson prep and helps our younger ones with crafts, though we suspect the glitter might be his favorite sacrament. Through play and creativity, he shares in spiritual bonding with the next generation. And let's be honest, he might be one of the coolest youth mentors we've got. Outside these walls, Lawson is an honor roll scholar, earning top marks 12 out of 16 times from the 5th to the 8th grade.
Wow.
This fall, he'll begin a new chapter at Del Castle High School with dreams in both graphic arts and culinary. And with Spirit as his guide, who says he can't design menus and graphically present them too? He loves video games, musicals, and hot wings. Speaking of food, he also helps Uncle Bruce when he's grilling. Technically, he's the assistant, but he does most of the work. While Uncle Bruce handles the taste testing. Spirit works in mysterious ways. Lawson, thank you for your joy, your service, your light. You reminded us all age is no barrier to greatness when spirit is alive in the heart. All right. All right, thank you.
It's me.
Beautiful. That was wonderful. Thank you so much, Dwayne and Lawson. Thank you for being such a shining example for our other youth. I really appreciate you. And I'm sure your parents are absolutely proud and delighted. Well, it's wonderful to have you here today. Okay, so if everybody would please surround the room, take hands, and please move toward the back because people tend to move up here, and we need more people in the back generally. And, oh, Virgie went to get them. Okay, good. Good, good, good. All right, my friends. So take a moment and just connect with some folks around you. Just a moment to appreciate the beauty, the grace, the diversity in which Spirit shows up as all of us. Yeah. It's a delight. We're so grateful. And I think I hear them. Are they coming? Oh, no. Okay. So I think what I'll do is let's just go ahead and do our closing prayer, and we'll say goodbye to our friends on YouTube. So repeat after me. Perfect God within me. Perfect God within me. Perfect life within me, which is God. Perfect life within me, which is God. Come forth into expression through me. Come forth into expression through me. As that which I am. As that which I am. Lead me ever on the path of all-inclusive love. Lead me ever on the path of all-inclusive love. And cause me to see. And cause me to see. The sacred and the beauty everywhere. The sacred and the beauty everywhere. Let's breathe that in. And accept it with a powerful yes. And so it is. Thank you, my friends. I think you hear them.
So, Kath, are we going to have the youth come in, or are we done?
I don't know, Michelle.
Oh, here they.
Are they coming?
Oh, here we go.
Come on up. Yay.
Hey, Kath, give her a mic.
I'll give her a mic.
Here come the Utes. Here come the Utes.
Giving her 22. Hey.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Nicole.
Grand Rising.
Grand Rising.
I am Nicole, the youth teacher. I had Ray today as my assistant. Thank you.
Go, Ray.
In class, we enjoyed Jameson and Jalen. We discussed the way that we have negative mind thoughts that all humans have. Things that we think about ourselves will hold us back. So together we wrote a chain of all of these things that we say to ourselves.
Oh, that's the chain of the negative thoughts.
Yeah, these are all the negative thoughts that we say to ourselves. Now we will break the chain and let go of these beliefs.
Are they going to break it?
Yes, they are.
Okay, here, I'll hold this for you.
Break it. Break it, break it.
Break it. Woo! Yay!
And as for our positive beliefs, these are what are in place now. So do you want to read any of them?
And it looks like a
See.
pride flag. That's
It does.
awesome.
Do you want to read some? Okay. Jameson has that she is a good singer, painter. She's kind. She's a good dancer. She's good at health. She's good at being a drawing. She's good at reading.
All right. Jaylyn, do you want to read? I'll hold it for you.
I am good at myself. I am smart and love and powerful. I am the best child and amazing. I am smart and happiness. I am awesome and power and amazing. I am happiness and loved. I am positive and happy. I am good at reading and math. I am nice. Wait,
The other way.
upside down. I am nice and good to people. I am happy and nice to my friend.
There you go. All right.
Congratulations, Lawson.
And thank you for joining us today, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.
Back here.